try. The firm favourite is Frozen Valor at 2.40. Doubtful Choice given a chance at 11. And there's been good backing for the first starter, the Hawks trained Sectagonal. It's into $4.20. As it updates into $3.90, so a big go there. Outback Prince at 6.70 has had support, and the others at longer odds. Race 1, 3 minutes away.
Being the news, the favourite here is Sectagonal on track. But there's been good support for Outback Prince. Frozen Valor, third pick. Frozen Valor very short on the tote, 2.90, but his third pick in the ring. Yeah, Coal Miner, he's an interesting runner. He's been doing very well on the country tracks. 5 starts, 3 wins into second. Billy Farrow at Scone putting the polish on the Barishnikov gelding. Now here comes Frozen Valor into its posse. So Doubtful Choice, the beautifully bred Saxon to move up. Saxon, a colt by Dane Hill from the Sadler's Wells mare, Janetta Cochrane, trained by Gerald Ryan, has the New Zealand rider Andrew Calder aboard. He's 21, Andrew. He's ridden just under 300 winners. He's ridden some Group 1s in New Zealand. Now Ottavino moving up, and she should see the line complete for the first, the Jack Daniels handicap. Yep, they're all in, set and ready to go. Inside runner, the well-tried Outback Prince. Sectagonal, bookies' favourites. Gates are back and they're off this time. Nice level start. And Frozen Valor, the early leader, and draws out a length and a half on Sectagonal, followed closely. Moving forward, Doubtful Choice, then Outback Prince and Anniversary Prince. A length and a half further back in the field is Chelsea Rose prodded out wide, and 2.5 Ottavino Saxon, followed by Cat's Kid. And a length and a half further away is Coal Miner. They swing round the bend near the 700, and the leader is narrowly on the inside, Frozen Valor. A half length on Sectagonal, and Doubtful Choice making a line of 3. 2.5 Chelsea Rose, followed on the inside next by Outback Prince, and a length and a half to Anniversary Prince. It's inside occupied by Saxon, then Ottavino, followed by Coal Miner, and Absolute is Cat's Kid. They're on the swing for home now, and Frozen Valor first into the stretch, leads about a length on Sectagonal. Doubtful Choice on the outside, and Outback Prince is getting between Frozen Valor and Sectagonal, and this heavily back Commodity quickly shot to the front, down past the distance at the 200, and Outback Prince looks the winner. I race well clear of Frozen Valor. Saxon, the newcomer, the beautifully bred horse, getting home late, but Outback Prince lands some big bets. Outback Prince bolts in from Saxon and Frozen Valor. Then Chelsea Rose, Cat's Kid, followed by Ottavino. A length then 2 on the inside, Coal Miner. Sectagonal dropped right out. Doubtful Choice likewise, and Anniversary Prince was a conspicuous last. Outback Prince has been too good there. Number 9, Outback Prince, ridden by Jay Ford, by Desert Prince from Terrestrial, and Anthony Cummings putting the polish on Outback Prince. Anthony, if memory serves me correctly, trained the dam. H. Dieball, the Bangalow Stud Syndicate, managed by J. Ritchie, race Outback Prince, who'd been knocking at the door following 5 starts in 3 seconds. So those taking the coast, away you go. 9, 7, 2 and 11 are the numbers here at Rosehill Gardens. 9 Outback Prince first. Number 7 is second. That was a good performance. Saxon by Dane Hill from the Janetta Cochrane, a Sadler's Wells mare.
Thanks, Ian. And Frozen Valor getting third. But easy win to Outback Prince, and Saxon second. Promising run by this first starter. Frozen Valor, $219, the trifecta of 9, 7 and 2. And Chelsea Rose ran fourth there, 9, 7, 2 and 11. $4,160.
Defeat, if you can put it that way. Winner scored by a half neck, and Casitas rode the winner perfectly, by the way. Winner scored by a half neck with a length and a quarter between.
Here when it was forced to cover a fair bit of ground up near the leaders. Looked pretty good in the yard, more than happy to include it with Cargo Colt. Again, this is a very nice looking individual. whether the strength of that race at Hamilton was quite up to this. The fact remains to be seen. Nevertheless, it did win, and it should only improve on that.
Coming up into the line now, and Sun Reaver will complete it on the outside. Track rating of Heavy rounders out 9.5.60 is the penetrometer reading, and the gate in front of what is this? I think it might be Cargo Cult. Yes, it is. And another one's gone through the front of the gates. That's First Choice. So, gee, we've had something happening at the start here. Cargo Cult was sitting down on his backside in the gates for a little while, and then the gate of this horse, First Choice, has sprung open, and he was very nearly caught by the clerk of the course, but he's just proving a bit loose.
And it is scratched. So number 12, a late scratching. So let's head back to Greg.
Late scratching, 12 First Choice taken out 12.27 on Vet's advice. Cargo Cult obviously has been past fit to run. He's coming up into the line now. So, although running quite a few minutes late, they're all just about ready. We need first Sun Reaver rather to come up into the gates, and we'll have them ready to run in the first event. Bookmakers, please rule that line at 12.27 under First Choice. We'll have a betting announcement to follow the running of the race. And now Sun Reaver's coming along to complete the line-up in the first. Track Heavy, round out 9, 5.6 the Penno. Shower of rain again across the course as they prepare for the first. They're ready, they're off. Cargo Cult being bustled out of the stalls early. It's All a Game couldn't go and dropped out to be a clear last, and Sun Reaver pinged out and leads from Cargo Cult going up to join it. Mushroom pushing through along the inside into third placing on the rail, with Volatile now passing it along the fence. They're trailed closely by Classiconi. It's All a Game out wide, and Game Reason went back last at the 700. And Sun Reaver is the leader out by a length and a half. Cargo Cult in second placing. It's All a Game has rushed up wide on the course. Now has got into third in company with Classiconi. Volatile down on the inside is next, being followed by Mushroom and 3 to Game Reason. Up to the turn they race. Sun Reaver by 3/4. Cargo Cult is second. Volatile behind them near the inside. It's All a Game tracking wide next, and in the centre then is Classiconi under pressure, and then Mushroom, Game Reason last. Sun Reaver first into the straight, leads by 2 lengths to Cargo Cult. Classiconi under pressure, starting to respond down the outside. Volatile is next, and then Mushroom as they went to the 200 metre mark now. Sun Reaver's being tackled left, right and centre. Classiconi and Cargo Cult, but it's Classiconi who's going on and drawing clear from Cargo Cult and Sun Reaver, and Classiconi kept going, and Too Strong in the run home wins it by 2. Cargo Cult second. Sun Reaver held on okay for third. Volatile fourth, and then came Mushroom. Long break in the field then to Game Reason, and It's All a Game was about 8 lengths behind it in last place.
Thanks, Greg. Classiconi, well ridden there by Nash Rawiller, coming from behind them there, 491.60 over the favourite Cargo Cult. Sun Reaver hanging on for third, and Greg has called 11 Volatant for fourth. Your first fours, 9, 3, 8, 11. And repeating the important late scratching at the start was number 12, First Choice. Okay, 9, 3, 8 and 11 after the first at Caulfield. Now, Morphettville, the runners are heading to the start.
Should be in the finish. With number 1, Speriramo to run third, is having its third run back, and it should be ready, and down 2 kilos. With number 8, Junamore to run fourth. Selections are 3.
Race 2 here, Rosehill Gardens, numbers 1, 5, 2, 3. I'm going with Eldon Park, number 1. Look, this distance, no problem. This is no, but it looks beautifully weighted today. 1 on top, Eldon Park. Hardest to beat, 5, Raiden Rule, and 2, Windorf.
Thanks, Ron, for his call of the second. Here's Ian.
Number 1, the favourite on New South Wales Tab Limited, Heldon Park, 291.20's really tumbled down on the tote, and he's a clear favourite in the ring, ahead of Raiden Rule and Grand Success. So, best back runner, Heldon Park. First of the day, won by number 9, Outback Prince. J. Ford landed some nice bets, beat 7, Saxon, 2, Frozen Valour, and 11, Chelsea Rose. Now, the last of the runners enters for race 2, 1500 the journey, on a fine sunny day in Sydney. Starter on his stand. Racing this time, Barker Boy actually jumped with gusto. Raiden Rule racing Barker Boy for the early lead. Counter Players running in third spot, followed closely by Windorf Grand Success. Now, Reithcourt wider out on Heldon Park, a length and a half further back, Cut for Deal, Speculative, it's outside, and Kazama's the tail ender going to the 1100, and Raiden Rule goes to his normal roll, making play. He's a length and a half on Barker Boy, a length away third is Grand Success. Windorf inside counter play, about a length and 3/4 Heldon Park, still covering a bit of ground from Cut for Deal. Speculative being second last, and Kazama's last. A moderate speed around the corner and going down to the 800 marker, and Raiden Rule, the big chestnut, by a length on Barker Boy. 1.5 to Grand Success and Counterplay racing together, and wider is Windorf and 2 Heldon Park. On the outside of Cut for Deal and a couple Speculative, and a length further back Kazam. No change still as they come down by the 500 marker, and the leader is still Raiden Rule. Rider quickening up. It's a length Barker Boy, 2 lengths Grand Success, Counterplay Windorf. He's calling upon Heldon Park now. Cut for Deal under the whip from Kazam, and Absolute in the field is Speculative in the stretch down to the 300. And Raiden Rule is the leader, a couple of lengths clear. Barker Boy struggling on the outside, Heldon Park, and the rider hard at it with a whip. The leader, Raiden Rule. Heldon Park is still 2 away, and forget the others. Raiden Rule a length and a half, and safely holding Heldon Park. Getting home late Kazam, but Raiden Rule wins it well from Heldon Park. Kazam third, Windorf fourth, then Speculative, Barker Boy, Grand Success, Cut for Deal, and Absolute was Counterplay.
Raiden Rule and Corey Brown get the prize in the second at Rosehill. Held off Heldon Park at the finish, with Kazam getting home into third spot, and it looks like Windorf for fourth. So 5, 1, 8 and 2 it'll be after the running of race number 2 there at Rosehill. Now there's a minor protest, fourth against third and second, or second and third at Caulfield, and fourth of course was 11 Volatant, and interference in the home straight. Fourth against third and second there at Caulfield. The second, 17 away, Songs of Raiden Rule, Corey Brown, 321.30 over Heldon Park, and Kazam, 370, 620 and $48 the trifecta. Weight is right at Adelaide, correct weight there. Tests have all been dismissed at Caulfield, correct weight there. Classic Coney, Cargo Colt, Sun Reaver, 72.70, and we'll get you that first 4 again. We'll,
Okay, weight-wise, got in very well. Its effort behind Sky Sparkle was very good in running second, and even previous to that at Cheltenham, I thought the run was quite okay. Behind Gillymarg, nice horse. I've put number 5 on top ahead of 2.
The vet numbers were 9, 3 and 8 Classiconi for Nash Rawuda ground through to going a bit better than the rest of them. That time that we saw over the line was amended. 1:13.84 was the time, 1:13.84. Still genuinely heavy track, of course. Gulf Mistress coming up in the black and white colours. Countess Baturi and Songs of Vienna are the 2 we need to move in then. Favourite easing Songs of Vienna. Second pick is Andiamo. On the tote, Songs of Vienna at $4.20, $4.50 for Andiamo. Songs of Vienna moved into the outside stall. Nash looking for the first 2 winners today. They're all in. Light flashing, a number of attendants in with them. Countess Paturi ducking about. They're off and racing. She did miss it a little bit, Countess Paturi. Taken was the first out, with Gulf Mistress going up to head her now as they settle into stride. Songs of Vienna moving into third, placing around the outside. Trapped a little wide at the moment. Andiamo the centre, Mostara the inside. Countess Paturi, after a slightly slow beginning, has booted up to be midfield, but travelling 3 or 4 wide into 1,000 metres. And they were trailed by the Divot, and then came Quantong, who's gone back to second last, and last on the inside, Magic Idol. Songs of Vienna strides to the lead now onto the railway side of the course. Countess Paturi moving up outside Gulf Mistress. Just ease back a bit there. Gulf Mistress second. Taken is now third. Countess Paturi back ahead away fourth on the outside. 2 lengths behind these Andiamo, 1 to the Divot, and then Quantong, Mostara, and Magic Idol is last as they came up the side. Nearing the 500 metre mark, and Songs of Vienna the leader from Gulf Mistress by a length. A length away then is Taken running on. Andiamo getting up on the inside, looking for a gap, and it's coming to, and she's joining in strongly and going to the lead as they swing around the turn. It's Andiamo taking over from Songs of Vienna. Gulf Mistress, Taken wideouts running on, then Countess Paturi. Quantong's a minute back. They come to the 200 metre mark. Andiamo in front. Taken is a big danger on the outside, and Countess Paturi is making ground, and so is Magic Idol. Andiamo Andy Armo is still the leader at the 100-metre mark, though. Taken Wilts on the run, and then Countess Pretoria in a good battle for third, in fact, but it's Andy Armo in the run home, winning it well. Andy Armo beats Taken by a length and a half. Magic Idol got home well on the inside to grab third, Countess Pretoria fourth, and then came Songs of Vienna, trailed in then by the Diva to break to Quantong. She seemed to really struggle in the ground today. Gulf Mistress dropped right out of it, ran second last, and last in Mostara. Andy Armo, best tried in the race, has won the race, will pay $4.30 and $1.60. Taken second, $2.30. Magic Idol getting up for third will pay $2. Leading apprentice Blake Shin getting Andy Armo home, and the blinkers going on today. Takes Blake to 28 wins in the Premiership now. It's going to be a terrific battle between these promising young riders. Andy Armo was first, second placing going to 4 Taken, and third 9 Magic Idol, 5, 4 and 9 official. The exact at 26.30, trifecta 193.40. The running double paid $37.40 on 9 and 5.
Stages. Looking for dangers. Probably number 4, Dolphicate, nice and fresh, gets the chance.
And we are just about right for the Coolmore Series. Race number 3, starter has a look at his watch. Dolphicate is the inside runner here. All the rage being Kelly Song. They're ready. They're off this time. Kelly Song away very quickly. So was Marwin's Pride, and jumping nicely New York Style and Chocolate Sunday, but Kelly Song's going to lead. Midfield is Dolphicate, and then comes on its outside Lynn's Money as they settle down and sort themselves out. Over Valdemacida, Reeve on the inside, a Longer Magic second last, a half the inside of it, being No Tracks down past the 750, and Kelly Song untroubled to lead now. A length and 3/4 New York Style, nearly 2 lengths Chocolate Sunday, 3/4 the other Lynn's Money, 2 1/2 Marwin's Pride on the inside of Reeve, and wider Valdemacida a couple, then a Longer Magic. On its inside is Dolphicate, and a further 2 lengths to No Tracks. Coming down to the corner in this order, they got 500 ahead of them here, and Kelly Song, nothing worrying. Kelly Song and Larry Cassidy riding very coolly, and Kelly Song straightens up a length and a half. New York Style, Lynn's Money on the outside making a bid, and then Chocolate Sunday, and wider out is Valdemacida. Now he starts to shake up Kelly Song. Lynn's Money about 3/4 of a length away, and Valdemacida is running a big race. Now he has to get stuck into Kelly Song, Lynn's Money, and Valdemacida particularly. Valdemacida runs up to Kelly Song, who fights back. Oh, won't be much between Valdemacida and Kelly Song on the line. Lynn's Money third, wider out in a photo for fourth, a Longer Magic with Chocolate Sunday. And then came New York Style, followed home by Reeve, and then Marwin's Pride, No Tracks, and Dolphicate came in a distant last. Photo call for Valdemacida prominent. Valdemacida the outside with that rail 6 metres out. You've just got to allow from where we stand a little more for the outside. Kelly Song's on the inner. There won't be much between them when the line's been reached, but I think Valdemacida might just have enough momentum up to give her the victor. Number 6, Valdemacida, and 2, Kelly Song. She fought on well, Kelly Song. She had a pretty easy run in front. But there's the number. Number 6 is the winner, Valdemacida, ridden by Mitchell Bell for Ronnie Quinton and owner Mr. D.P. Bentata. Number 2 is second, that is Kelly Song. The winner by Hennessy from Princess Jacinda. In fact, the dam was raced by Mr. Bentata as well. The runner-up, Kelly Song, an unbridled song mare, trained by Dave Sweeney, ridden by Larry Cassidy. And 5 officially third, Lynn's Money, a Hugh Mam mare, trained by Rod Northam at Scone, Corey Brown. And 9 was fourth, a Longer Magic.
Thanks, Ian. So 6, 2, 5 and 9, and Valdemacida just getting there with Mitchell Bell for Ronnie Quinton after the running of the third at Rosehill. 6, 2, 5 and 9, the numbers there. 9.30 for Shady Brady. Rathlin is given a chance at Expansive is at 16. And further down, you've got some money for Winsome Lute, and 9.30 Tats Piano, Transact, and Bojack given some chance as well.
Going in, Expansive is ready, and Rathlin comes along to complete the lineup. So we're set. Starter cantering over to the starting ladder, and they're ready. And they're off. Winsome Lute jumped well on the inside with Transact, and the favourite Valedictum got out quickly. Rathlin is pressing on from a wide barrier looking for the lead as they settle into stride now. They've done 200 metres. Rathlin finds the front. Hasn't quite crossed over. Transact is second by a length. The leader gets across now. Valedictum faces the breeze third and he wants to tug a little bit. 2 or 3 lengths further back is Tats Piano on the outside of Winsome Loot. A length to Shady Brady. About a half a length away then Jackaday the outside. Bojack down on the rails and then Canny Opera. And 2 to Expansive as they went to the 800. Rathlin has it by a length and a half. Valedictum up to second now. They're trailed Transact on the rails third, 2.5 lengths away. Winsome Loot fourth inside Tats Piano, who's getting a nice trail into the race. Trailed a length and a half away then by Jackaday, who's on the outside. Shady Brady defence and then Canny Opera. Bojack second last and last Expansive to the turn. Rathlin 3/4. Valedictum second. Transact a length and a half away. Then Winsome Loot. Tats Piano pushed along. He's not responding at the moment. And then Jackaday making some ground from Shady Brady as they cornered. Rathlin in front. Leads by a length and a half. Valedictum under pressure in second placing and the leader kicked away on him. And then Jackaday finishing well and Expansive is coming down the outside. Rathlin in front. 100 metres left to go. Jackaday comes hard the outside and grabbing the lead. Down the outside is Expansive. It's Jackaday in front though from Expansive. And it's Jackaday. Jackaday giving Shane Fleeter a winning double. Scores by a half a length to Expansive. Bojack flashes home. Might grab the third. It's a photo there. Winsome Loot and Rathlin are close up. Valedictum tied badly. They were trailed by Shady Brady and next in was Canny Opera. And further back in the field, Tats Piano. He was gone at the turn and Transact last in. Jackaday takes it out for Chris Simons and a Metropolitan double. I think the first for Shane Fleedner, who won the first event today with Classicati. 6 Jackaday, the winner, will pay $25 and $5.50. Expansive coming from well back second, $4.30. And it looks like Bojack will get third, number 13. So wait the third number. It goes to number 13, Bojack. So it's 6, 8 and 13 official. 6, 8 and 13. Fourth home, number 10, Winsome Loot. And fifth was number 5, Rathlin. 6, 8, 13 and then 10 and 5.
All right, thanks, Greg. Yeah, Jackaday, nice odds. Gets home. Chris Simons, well ridden. Expansive and Bojack. And we'll await that fourth number. That's 10, Winsome Loot. 6, 8, 13 and 10. After the running of race 3 on the card there at Caulfield today. Jackaday. Let's get the late mail from Cherie Buki.
Selections here are 2, 4, 5 and 1.
Nozzy, 4 Light Shine and 5 Youth's Edge, given a very good chance as well, all on that next line. And further out to Cusher, number 7. Now Classy Racer comes up, that leaves Light Shine and Cusher. Winner of the race, exempt from ballot on the Sires Produce Stakes in a fortnight. It's a Group 3 race worth $125,000 over 1,600 metres. And anyone with a 2-year-old looking for that trip should consider it, because we've only got 7 in this. You'll more than likely get a run. They're racing, and Nozzy began well from the inside. Youth's Edge was out fast today, and Ulysses is pressing on. He's keeping Nozzy at close quarters early. Booting through soon after the start. Driving up there was Boozy. With the blinkers first time, goes to second. Lightshine got back to third last inside of Classy Racer, and this puts Cusher 3 deep at the rear. 1,200 metres to go, and Nozzy leads the way by a length on Boozy, and 2 lengths away Ulysses on the inside of Youth's Edge. A further length and a half away came wide out Cusher between runners Classy Racer and Lightshine on the inner. No change to the order by the 900. Nozzy's controlling to suit himself. He leads by a length. Second on the outside is Boozy, and third driving up on the leader's back, Ulysses. From Youth's Edge, Light Shine, Classy Racer and Cusher. It's going to be a sprint home as they come onto the corner now at about the 700 metres. The leader is Nozzy. 3/4 to Boozy at close attendance. A length away third, Ulysses. Youth's Edge running fourth on the outside. Cusher still 3 deep, but trying to improve. Light Shine on the inner and Classy Racer. They bunch up around the corner in the Smart Choice Stakes, and the leader is still Nozzy. From Boozy, 3 out now. Ulysses gets clear running. Light Shine's driven up onto the leader's back. Now gets one off, trying to move Classy Racer, and Youth's Edge let it down with a good sprint wide out. Nozzy's been collared quickly by Ulysses and Youth's Edge on the outside. Light Shine still trying to get clear running. It's Ulysses, Youth's Edge. Classy Racer ducking in on Light Shine. Ulysses in front of Youth's Edge. Ulysses just the leader from Youth's Edge, and Ulysses a half length to Youth's Edge. 3/4 Classy Racer. Light Shine's run fourth, and they did come together several times in the straight. Followed by Boozy, and then came Kusher and Nozzy. Didn't get it today. Ran last, 1:33.98 the time. Nice strong win. Nice strong win to Ulysses. Number 2, Aaron Spiteri for Tony McAvoy. Sat right on the leader's back. Got to the outside at the right time. And has held off the stablemate Youth's Edge, Chad Lever, Tony McAvoy. Now, Classy Racer will be third. And the unlucky runner was Light Shine, number 4. It'll be 2 over 5 and 3. The winner's by Fazliev from Striking Destiny. And that's his second win. He was beaten by Nozzy last start, but it's obvious that Nozzy's had enough this preparation. He was the first beaten at the 200-metre mark. But the head-on will be very interesting. Peter Merton's on Light Shine, and it was Jared Lorenzini on Classy Racer. That head-on will be coming up in a moment. Overall, 1:33.98. And the sectional time, 36.74. Here's the head-on. Light Shine's back on the inside in the orange sleeves. Baldy face. He gets her, or him, away from the heels of the leaders. And there you can see, firstly, Classy Racer ducked in, then gave ground to the right. And then you can see Lorenzini still using the whip. And he eventually pulls his horse away. Or Nozzy got severely checked, but he was beaten at the time. And it'll be very interesting to see whether Peter Mertens thinks there is enough interference for an objection there. And looking at the head-on, I'd be very surprised if he doesn't fire one in.
Yeah, OK, Hilton, we'll watch for that. And yes, he continually tried to get that run there, but Classy Racer was, as you saw there, sort of hanging in. So Ulysses, though, getting the prize. Aaron Spiteri. Now, Rosehill, 5:10 gold winner, 5:30 Astard, 7:90 Lord of Lords, 5:20 Sunshine Sam, and 9 about Danehill Country. At 8, Bell Place, the late mail from Ron Dufficy.
Race 4 here, Rosehill Gardens.
Now, over here at the starting point, the line is filling pretty well. Bell Place still away from the line, and this heavily backed commodity on track has come into 660 on the tote, where the favourite is 540 about number 6 Sunshine Sam, 590 numbers 1 and 2 Gold Wiener at Estard. Open race, interesting affair, and we'll soon know the outcome as they're all in the gates. 1200 ahead of them. Race number 4, Rosehill Gardens. Oakfield King the inside, and there they go. Sentimental Tour made a mess of the start straight out the back, and Danehill Country is the early leader from the heavily backed Bell Place, a length and a half. Madawi Emperor followed by Estard. Over on the inside next is Oakfield King, about a length further back is Cuda, and then comes Gold Wiener, well out of its ground Sunshine Sam, and the same can be said there for on the outside Sir Craigley, and between horses next as they settle fully into stride was Lord of Lords, and Absolute being Sentimental Tour. Hill Country down by the 750, a half length on Bell Place, a length the Cuda, Madawi Emperor followed by Estard, Gold Wiener tracking deep, then Oakfield King, Lord of Lords, Sir Craigley, Sunshine Sam on the rails, and Sentimental Tour is Stone Motherless. Around the corner they travel, and it's Danehill Country first for the judge, a length Bell Place, Cuda wider out, and then Madawi Emperor followed by Estard, and a gap to Gold Wiener, Sir Craigley, Sunshine Sam second last. Danehill Country at the 200 marker, a length and a half clear Cuda. Bell Place is struggling, and then Estard grinding away from Oakfield King. It's Danehill Country in front. Estard's the danger. Estard swallowed up Danehill Country, and it's Estard beating Danehill Country. Sunshine Sam flew, might have got third. Sentimental Tour ran a mighty race in a photo for the minor with Sunshine Sam, Lord of Lords and Oakfield King. Good go for that posse, and then came Madawi Emperor further back in the field. Then was Cuda, who pulled up quickly with Gold Wiener, Sir Craigley and Bell Place. Well, they're off beam there with the market, and Bell Place finished amongst the tail enders.
Number 2 Astard has got the prize, ridden by Larry Cassidy.